Welcome to the Friends and Rivals podcast.
Is she running in the Kentucky Derby this year again?
Let's talk Devils and Islanders, let's talk Penguins and Rangers, but let's not talk about Flyers, cause they're a bunch of fucks, which no one can deny.
Episode 136 of Friends and Rivals podcast coming at you live, and I am one of your hosts, Tom Harkness. Joining me each week are
Stephen Wojtowicz,
Bill Fougere,
Nick Larita.
Merry fucking Christmas to
damn
everybody.
straight motherfucker.
Merry Christmas.
Unbelievable.
Christmas.
Another trip around the fucking sun with this. 136 episodes in, and we're going semi-strong.
Merry Christmas.
Steve's drinking tequila.
And Steve, so he went from this fruity, what was that fruity
Not
drink
fruity.
you were drinking? It was fruity.
It's Surfside iced tea and vodka.
Yeah, my bad. Not fruity at all. And you downed one of those little airplane bottles of Macallan's 12, and now you
it's a double cask.
I'm sorry, yes, double cast.
It is bigger than an airplane bottle.
A shot of Jose Cuervo to celebrate Christmas time.
Oh boy.
Because what says Christmas?
It's always good to mix a lot of alcohols.
What says Christmas like Jose Cuervo? No, I thought if you don't have beer, you could do whatever else you want.
Well, did you listen to the Jim Brewer skit where he talks about alcohol in the stomach? Okay, so it's a good idea.
It was one shot. It wasn't like repeated shots. It was one shot. Apparently the Rangers scored because Tom's having an epileptic seizure.
Fucking Braden Schneider, baby.
That's great. Good for you. What's that?
It certainly has been fun. Traveling around the world, it felt like. But I am home finally recording a podcast. It's been like 3 weeks. I'm very,
as you can tell by his sound, he is home.
Well, no, last week I sounded okay. I just remembered my microphone. I don't have my brother complaining about my microphone like some of us.
I know. Man, well, he's in Schitt's Creek.
All right, let's go around the NHL. So who that the kid from Boston? I can't. Billy, what's his last name? You can pronounce the names good.
Luke. What? Lukanen?
No, Matt Poitras. I think that's how you say his last name. Well, he has been with the Bruins all season long, and they are releasing him or loaning him to the Canadian World Junior team to play in the World Juniors tournament in Sweden. I believe that's the week between Christmas and New Year's. They have that.
It starts the day after. It starts the day after Christmas.
I mean, I listen. I get he's 18 years old, but he's playing in the NHL, and he's playing pretty solid in the NHL on a third line role for the Boston Bruins, who have a pretty decent record. What's the risk here? I know we talked about this in the past because of extenuating circumstances with COVID and them canceling the World Juniors, so players missed out. And we talked about Jack Hughes, we talked about Alexis Lafreniere, and we all I think seem to remember we all came to the conclusion that leave them on their NHL team because that's where they're the most valuable. Why would Boston do this? I don't really get this move.
I mean, you're just risking an injury to happen, not in an NHL game.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to get more. He'll get more ice time, right? He's going to be, assuming he's a third line NHL player. He should be a top line player on his team, but
100%. I mean, the Rangers played the Bruins over the weekend, and Poitras took a shot and went into the boards, and he went to the locker room, and I thought he was pretty much done with a separated shoulder, but he did end up coming back into the game. It wasn't as bad as it looked, but you can get hurt in an NHL game just as easily as you can these World Juniors. So I mean, I don't see the value.
And it's not like he's playing in a shitty organization where you're like, hey, we want him to get the experience of winning and playing at a championship level. I mean, he's playing on the fucking Bruins.
Right, he's playing for Bills Bruins. I mean, come on.
Bill's got to be hot over this because he
Bill,
loves.
what are your
Boston.
thoughts?
It's not a development opportunity, right? I mean, he's already got a role with in the NHL. There's no, it's all, it's an unnecessary risk, really. And the Bruins probably aren't going to miss a beat. They'll probably bring somebody in who they want to give some time anyway. Whatever, blah blah blah. But like for it, there's just no, benefit to it. Best case scenario, he goes and he wins with this team and he's not hurt. But what does that do for the Bruins? You know what I'm saying?
Like, there's no chance the Devils would let Simon Nemec go play in the World Juniors. There's just no chance. There's no reason for it.
Is there any player on your AHL teams that are sending players over? The Rangers are sending Adam Sikora. He doesn't have an NHL role. So, okay, I'm all right. I'm kind of all right with that.
You guys have prospects?
Oh, poor Nick.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, buddy.
Poor Nick. I'm sorry. Your team's average age is 37 years old.
Fair.
I'm sorry, Lou Lamoriello has decimated your fucking minor league system and left you with 0 first-round draft picks for the next 15 seasons because he had to go out and get some fourth line, fighter.
Well, not that bad. It's just he's taken every year that year, so he's not sending like 3 first-round picks for somebody or something like that. I mean, it's all short term,
The Pens and the Islanders are waiting to loan their players to the seniors, to the senior team.
Is there an opposite of the World Juniors?
Yeah.
No, that'd be the World Championships, wouldn't it be?
But that's after the season. Yeah.
Yeah.
The old timers. The alumni game? Can we get to the alumni game?
It's just like this.
The only alumni game this year is what, between Seattle and Vegas.
They tried to do that.
They have no alumni.
Wait, they do it in golf, and I think they tried to do it in baseball, right? Where they had a league with all retired players, like during the late 80s, early 90s. Wasn't there a league that they tried to set up with all former Major League Baseball players? I vaguely recall that. I'm gonna have to look it up.
No, I don't remember that at all. I used to watch ESPN used to have like home run derby in like black and white. I used to watch that. I mean, that's about as close as I can come to anything like that. I mean, that's not even anything like that. But
it's completely irrelevant. Really, when you think about it.
It was completely irrelevant. I'm not the one drinking tonight. Anyway, Marc-Andre Fleury.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me just jump in here. In 2019, there was an article published. 30 years ago, former big leaguers took to the diamond once again, donning caps and uniforms of never before seen teams as the Senior Professional Baseball Association tried to establish itself.
That was what, 1989?
89, yeah.
Go check my math.
I missed that one.
Good math, I missed that one.
I missed it completely.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, I don't remember that at all.
Fucking mess with this guy.
No, listen.
Drunken recall.
Dude, you better
drunk when you heard about it.
Better fucking research when you're drunk. I love it. You should be drunk every week.
Bitches.
This is fantastic.
Might have to happen now.
So Marc-Andre Fleury gets screwed again. First, he can't wear the friggin' American Indian Native American mask in warm-ups, and now he can't play a hockey game in Pittsburgh, which could be his last game in Pittsburgh. Is Fleury getting blackballed by everybody? What is it with Fleury this year that he's getting shot down with just about everything?
Well, I can see he's their, clearly he's their backup, and there's that part of it. Like, they're not going to put him in any game just because of a ceremony. I guess the coach is kind of a dick and doesn't want to plan that shit out and plan out when he's going to give him playing time based on sentimental reasons. But would have been nice to see him play in Pittsburgh, of course. and the Wild lost, so fuck them. They should have tried something different.
Absolutely. 100%. And there's a pretty decent chance that Fleury's going to get traded at the deadline, especially with all the fucking turmoil going on with goaltenders in the NHL right now. Goalies are in high demand. They're in such, however, Antti Raanta cleared waivers and nobody picked them up. What's his contract like that nobody would want to pick up Antti Raanta from Carolina?
That's a good question. Do you think it's more that than anything? Just, I guess, his headspace or playing ability? I mean,
I don't know, but
he's not really much. He's no, he's 2 mil.
3?
2, yeah,
2 million.
2 mil.
That's chump change for
No,
goaltender right now.
2 mil. So sorry. Yeah,
2 mil.
that. 2
wow.
mil.
I don't know. I don't really get that.
Year. He's a free agent after this, so
14 games last year, a goals against average of 3.61.
Okay.
They haven't been good this year defensively.
No.
So, I mean,
and at the beginning of the season, everybody was just talking about how deep the Carolina Hurricanes were on D.
34 years old.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's had good seasons, and maybe the defense being bad exposed him up to be not that kind of goalie that can carry a team when they're not playing well. But yeah, they just felt like he wasn't the guy. I mean, and no one picked him up. I think the problem is if Carolina didn't feel like he was the guy, and other teams are watching him, they're definitely checking it on his status if they want him. If they feel like he's a good goaltender, they can actually, make an impact. But if not, I mean, it's not a huge cap hit, so it's got to be more than just. It's got to be playing ability, most likely. I mean, it's rare you see a guy that's drop waived because their team's playing like shit, and he's the goalie that he gets picked up somewhere else, unless it's like definitely not him. But I don't think that's the case. They wouldn't have been waiving him if it was.
Right. I mean, add fuel to the fire. Freddie Anderson's still about a month away from playing, or at least a couple weeks from playing in a game again. And they're using their backup Kochetkov. I don't know, Bill. What's his last name? You pronounce names well.
Kochek? Did you say Kochek?
Kochek.
Kochek. Right.
Yeah. That's exactly right. I just found that very odd that Raanta cleared waivers when goalies are in such high demand, when you have a lot of teams that are looking for average goaltender at best. And I've always thought Antti Raanta, I mean, I guess he's 4 years removed from the Rangers. So, all right, maybe he wasn't average.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't go out on I wouldn't go out on a limb and say he's better than what the Devils have right now.
No, I don't think I was thinking about the Devils in there.
But I'm just thinking, well,
you're right.
Few teams are in need of goaltending more than the Devils right now.
Yeah,
and if he's not better than who the Devils have, then that's not saying much.
I think on Vanecek's worst day, he's probably on a level playing field of Raanta. So yeah, I would take Vanecek, even Schmidt over that many day for sure.
But going back to a guy like Fleury, like you said, like I think a reason why you take a chance on a guy like that is like you look at what Jonathan Quick did this season when it looked like he was kind of washed up in LA, and he comes back and he's playing real strong for the Rangers. I mean, Fleury's got that talent. You might catch lightning in a bottle, so he might be a good target for teams that are out there taking a chance.
So if
you're right, you got to put him in the right situation for sure.
If Gibson isn't an option for the Devils, if the asking price is too high or they don't want to take the salary on, then I think Fleury is definitely a good, fallback option for the Devils. I wouldn't mind seeing that, and letting Schmidt go down and get the bulk of the starts down in Utica, and Dawes back him up down there, and then have Vanecek, be the starter with Fleury as the backup, getting some starts, and if he can overtake Vanecek, then he can overtake Vanecek as the starter.
Yeah, and we talked about, you know, goalies in need, especially at the trade deadline. You know, trade deadline is what, 2-3 months away, and I think the asking price for goaltending is going to be just astronomical. And you look at those guys, even Fleury as a backup, I think he's gonna fetch a lot in return for sure. I mean, maybe Fleury's a little different because he has the name, he has the cups, he has, you know, a lot going for him. But I don't think he's got the numbers to go for him, but he's still going to fetch a lot at the trade deadline.
Yeah, reputation alone, for sure.
Yep.
Experience.
All right. Well, we have a very special little boy who wants to sing a very special song. No, I give you our own Bill Fougere, who in 1 week, I gotta listen, Bill, I gotta give you a lot of credit. You were sick as a dog all fucking week, and you still took the time to pen a Christmas song for the Friends and Rivals podcast.
Oh yeah, I wrote it. I was inspired. All these things are very original. You would never know where they even came from. So.
Well, Bill, what inspired you? I mean, who broke your cherry?
Well, it's about us. It's about our podcast. It's about all of us, and it's
Cap and Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters.
I'm sorry, Bill. Sometimes it's just a joke for Steve. Sorry.
Del Paxton.
Del Paxton in the high school band. Wow,
that's
man,
wild.
That's wild.
What movie are we talking about?
Why would you think that's from a movie? Why do you automatically jump to the assumption that that's from a movie? Maybe that's from my real life.
My apologies. I'm sure it was from your real life. So you're proving me wrong again.
It definitely was not from his real life.
Maybe it was from when I was on the Playtone label. You ever think of that?
You're a part of the Playtone Galaxy of Stars?
Like I need this on my lunch break? You want to get Fabian away from me?
Before you start, Bill, I just want to say fuck Toronto. All right, go ahead.
Oh, no. We're about to say fuck Philadelphia.
Oh, fuck the Flyers.
Oh,
fuck the Flyers.
All right, sorry. Bill.
I'm jumping in this thing.
I apologize.
Yes,
the floor is yours.
All right.
Well, the microphone is his. The floor is not his.
No, the floor fucking buckles under his weight.
All right, shut up, you two.
Friends and rivals night. The Flyers are swallowing. It is a chance for trivia with Billy. Bagel, Coke Zero, inside Steve's stomach lining till Nick appears and the show gets silly. Time goes over a no-go call frame by frame. LTIR. Is it a bruise or is it torn? Fall on your knees. Ref, you're blowing the game. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Sid was born. Oh, night divine. Holy night. Friends and rivals night.
Good job, man.
That was beautiful.
Once.
Fantastic.
Wow, that was very special. It cost the Devils a victory. They just lost in overtime because of your fucking song, but it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
How did Bill's song make them lose in overtime?
They were distracted trying to listen to the lyrics of the song.
Yes. The Flyers were swallowing.
Probably.
I enjoyed that part. That was very good. Swallowing.
Just a fucking terrible turnover, Jack. You got to get the puck out of the fucking zone. What are you doing? What are you doing? Just do your stupid pass outside of the zone and then.
Your stupid pass.
Did he make another stupid pass?
He passed it literally to the Flyer. He dropped past it right to the Flyer.
Did he do that earlier in the game?
I can't get this. I mean, he tries too hard sometimes. Sometimes he tries too hard to be fancy.
What do you mean he tries too hard?
To be fancy. He tries too hard to be fancy, to make a fancy play.
Jesus Christ.
Make the right play. Just make
First
the right
fucking
play.
Barzella's too fast, and now Jack is too fancy. Jesus Christ, you guys. Unbelievable.
I'm not defending myself to you.
Billy, that was beautiful.
Yes.
And it will go into my I don't want to say routine. I can't think of the name. The word I want to use. Well, no, it's already there.
Repertoire? What do you
Is it repertoire?
I don't know what you're trying to fucking say because you're giving us zero
rotation. My rotation of Christmas songs. It will go into my Christmas song playlist. How about that?
Yeah, that works.
How about that? That's more good.
It is 2023, so
just put that on loop as soon as Die Hard comes on. It'll be perfect timing.
Well, that could be any day of the year. Die Hard, you could watch Die Hard any day of the year.
Especially,
you have to start though when John McClane takes his shoes off. That's when you start the song on loop, and it goes to everything.
What is it? Fucking Pink Floyd?
It is. Well, yeah, that's how I kind of set it up.
That's exactly.
Wow.
I mean,
you don't
this?
know why I had that long pause. There was a reason.
Okay,
that's right.
I stand corrected.
That's when Gruber starts to fall off the building.
We just had Tom and Steve both give us a visual of Hans Gruber falling off the building.
Yeah, nothing better on a podcast than a visual. Nothing better on a podcast than a visual.
Oh God, that's great.
Hey, all right, let's take a ride on the Metro. Sponsored by Rich Wholesome Nestle Quick.
Hello, boys and girls. Do you hate the taste of regular milk and need energy? Try Nestle Quick. One sip and you can feel the energy in your muscles. Nestle Quick, now available in chocolate and strawberry.
They say the real men drink pink. Then I'm a real man for sure. But if you like the brown, I still love you for who you are. Because it's time for acceptance of everyone, all preference. We're all quick on the inside anyway. Nestle Quick, it does the trick.
And unfortunately, this week we're going to start with the Icelanders.
Unfortunately,
I mean, fortunately,
it's a good week. It's a good week. If we're starting first, I mean, not terrible.
That's usually a bad thing.
No,
that's usually a bad thing. Usually a bad thing.
Well, let me see here before I start. If you are counting, no, this is a normal week. Okay, it wasn't a Tuesday game, so we.
Who knows what I'm counting?
Didn't discount. Remove a game from what happened. So yeah.
If we talked about the game already, Nick, then we don't need to talk about it again. We can briefly peruse it.
It's the same week.
Listen, I'm just saying, Nick. I'm just saying,
Nick.
How
about nobody just says and you talk about the fucking Islanders?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the alcohol talking. He's an
Oh
angry
my
drunk.
God, he gets angry. He's
Don't
an
make me
angry
get
elf.
surly.
Angry elf.
Don't make me get surly with you.
Don't make me get Marty McSurly on you.
So anyway, 1-1-1 this week. So not terrible. Isles wrapped up their 6-game homestand with a 10 out of possible 12 points. Not bad. Can't fucking complain with that. I mean, that's pretty good. So, but this was the tail end of the homestand. We had a win against Anaheim, which was a come from behind win in third period. The Isles were, kind of just not able to get past get a goal in the third, early in the third, and finally broke through, tied the game up, and only to go into one of those dastardly late game penalties with 2 minutes in the game. So we're ending the game basically shorthanded, and wouldn't you know it, but Holmstrom comes through again with another shorthanded goal to win the game with 90 seconds in the game. Kind of just he's been just a revelation on the PK, man. He's been unbelievable. That was his 4th of the year. Put him in the lead, or tied the lead of shorthanded goals. I think it was tied. I think so. Then we had a game 2 nights later against Boston. Probably the best game I've watched all year. Just such a great back and forth game. Had a real playoff atmosphere to it. The Isles were up 2-0 at home, and then power play for Boston, and then Holmstrom and Pageau got another breakaway, not breakaway, but kind of like an odd man rush. Holmstrom ends up getting in front of the net with all the net, but kind of awkwardly he's just in a bad spot, and he just rushed the shot and just caught Olmark's toe. And it's important because he had an open net. If he just kind of brought it to his backhand, if he had any ability to, just awkwardly while he was kind of standing, moving, and he might be able to get the goal, or pushes the corner, because when the save happened, and then immediately Boston goes back on the odd-man rush and scores in the power play. And so it was inches of being a 3-0 game to a 2-1 game, in a blink of an eye. And then it became 2-2, and it was, basically, all squared away in the first period, or in the second period. It was all basically just, washed out. And then the third period was just more of a scoring fest. And Isles and Boston exchanged goals. In the game, there was 5 power play goals, I think, for both teams. So Boston was 3 for 4. Isles were 2 for 3 on power play. Of course, we went to overtime. No goal scorer. Shootout loss. Isles can't win in the shootout. So that was a tough. Yeah, it wasn't a tough game. As soon as you get to the shootout, I don't really care, because it never fucking matters. It's not even a real game at that point. And then then we had a back-to-back game with Montreal. This is the second night in a row. Nothing happened in the first. It was kind of even. Then Montreal just poured it on. The Isles had a terrible period. And they were down 4-0 at the end of the second. And then the Isles scored 3 fucking unanswered goals in the third.
Wow.
And almost gave you life. And you're like, I can't believe they're fucking getting. Of course they get back to this game, and they just didn't have enough legs to get that last goal. Empty netter iced it in the game, but very gutsy game to kind of push through. And then tonight they're playing Edmonton at home. It's been pretty much a very fast game. I mean, I thought we were not that fast of a team, but they've been playing much faster. I don't know if it's been maybe just the combination of some of the guys they've added in the last year, plus just Holmstrom staying up with the ice on the Isles. Whatever it is, they've been better on their skates, and they're up right now 3-1. Holmstrom had his 5th shorthanded goal out of 10 goals this year. 5 of them are shorthanded. Him and Pageau.
That's practically half of them.
Practically, almost there. So, and right now it's 7 minutes to go. They're 3-1. It's been, Edmonton's so dangerous, but the Isles have been just almost perfect, keeping them to the outside. That's been, and also I think I want to say Edmonton is now 0 for 5 on the power play because they had a 5-on-3 for a minute. So I think they're 0 for 5 on the power play. That's been their bread and butter. Isles PK has been, while getting goals, they've been, not the best, but they've been rapidly improving. And that's been the biggest story tonight is they've been able to do that. But Bo Horvat is on 11-point game point streak. He's been just crushing it, man. Him and Barzal have really been clicking. Barzy's always looking for him because Horvat can finish, man. He's definitely the guy that Barzy needed on his line. And vice versa. Horvat needed a guy that can set him up, and it's basically been Barzy, who's also been very good lately. Dobson's been playing like an obscene amount of minutes because we're down three defensemen now, 3 regulars, and they've been just leaning heavily on Romanov and Dobson. Dobson's been averaging something like 25 minutes or something. It's ridiculous how many minutes he's putting in, but he's been playing fantastic. I don't know what his contract's gonna look like in a couple of years, but it's gonna be a lot because he's rapidly becoming an elite defenseman. So that's the Isles. Hopefully they can hold on to this game.
So 2 things, Nick. One, your goaltender's the difference maker for sure. In this game early on, Edmonton was buzzing, and they went on the power play after being up 1-0, and Sorokin held them in there, and it completely changed the game. And he was able to hold the fort until the Islanders were able to solve Skinner. And it's all about your goaltender.
No question. Goaltending can make or break a team. And it doesn't matter how good your team is. You need a goalie that can do that shit. And he's been out of this world this game. He's been playing phenomenal. So I'm super happy to see that not being a problem for us. Is goaltending is like we've always had pretty solid goaltending here and there, but like I don't think we've ever had an elite goaltender near Sorokin's ability. I mean, guys have played to that level, like Robin Leonard played at that level for 1 year for us. We've had, Nabokov and a whole slew of goalies just kind of like be there. Grice, that 1 year, him and he also had a part of that with Leonard, but Sorokin and Varley, even in Varley's best years, I think Sorokin's just another level above him in just being able to just take games back. I mean, it's ridiculous. I don't know how you can keep an eye on the puck with everything moving around. You just can't score on him. It's very rare. That goal from Draisaitl in the first was one of the few times that someone beats him purely on a shot. But I mean,
it was a great shot.
If you saw a shot, I mean, that's one of those things like Draisaitl. That guy is so good. If you like,
there's some guys that shoot the puck, and I don't care who's in net. You're not going to stop it. I mean, Matthews had a couple of goals tonight on Shesterkin. I don't care who's in net. God could be in net. He ain't stopping that.
Pasta's goal shoots.
Do you think God would be a goalie? No. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, he was Gretzky.
He would be a center. And second,
it took 8 or 10 weeks, however many weeks we are into the season, to get upbeat Nick.
Oh yeah,
unbelievable! Look how positive he is.
He was happy tonight. He was.
Oh my god!
And they went first.
He was like 3 weeks ago. He was miserable.
It's been hard.
Fire the coach, trade the play. Yeah, he was.
It's finally starting to click for the team. I mean, this is with like multiple defensemen, and maybe this is the reason. Maybe it's because the 3 defensemen out, and they needed to be out because for the team to finally go, we gotta step in and play harder. I don't know what it is, but like that complacency seems to finally drifted away, and that's been the problem. So I'm just happy to see the team actually playing hard every game. It doesn't always happen.
Blaine Lambert not on the hot seat anymore.
I think him and Lou are probably. Let's see how this season turns out. I mean, they have to make the playoffs.
Fair enough.
If they don't make the playoffs, then I think I don't think that's true. I think
they're in a good position right now. Team not in good position right now is New Jersey Devils.
Oh, stop it. We're in a fine position. So just to go back to Nick, Bo Horvat for me will forever be the player that the Devils could have drafted if they didn't trade for Corey Schneider. That was who Vancouver picked in that spot. So it's funny.
Corey Schwab was definitely a better goaltender for
of
sure.
Course not. Sometimes those players always stick with you. The guy that you could have had, you just always remember their names.
Yep.
Not a terrible week for the Devils. I mean, you beat Boston. Anytime you beat Boston, you got to be happy. 2-1 victory over Boston. They just took what Boston gave them. They didn't try and force the issue. They didn't try and do too much. They played within themselves and came out with a 2-1 win. Vanacek is at his best when he's positionally sound and not flopping all over the ice. I guess that probably goes for any goalie, but when he is positionally strong, he can stop anybody. And he proved that against the Bruins. The defense also avoided giving up odd man rushes, which they've been victim to the last couple of weeks. And it's so nice to see Nemec and Hughes playing at an NHL level, playing better than players that have been playing in the NHL for years, because they're outplaying Siegenthaler by leaps and bounds with each game. They followed that up with a win against Columbus. So fuck you, Johnny Hockey. You picked the wrong fucking team. 6-3 was the dad's trip, so nobody got fucked on the road trip, which was nice.
Except Johnny Hockey.
Well, the top six really carry the weight. Jack registering his 100th goal, Nico his 3,000th career point, and Tom's favorite NHL coach, Lindy Ruff, registering his 850th career win in this game. And they followed that up with a fucking stinker against Anaheim. They've played Anaheim twice. Anaheim, one of the worst teams in the league. They played Anaheim twice and been outscored by a margin of 11-4. This game was a 5-1 shellacking by Anaheim. They played really well. The Devils played really well in the first period. They just couldn't break Gibson. And even after the second period, they were only down 2-1. And then Gibson leaves the game due to an illness. And Anaheim just throttled the Devils in the third period. Special congratulations to former Devil Adam Henrique, who recorded a hat trick in this game. His first career hat trick in his career, which spans 859 games. So yet again, former Devil sticking it to the Devils. On the season, I think last week I mentioned that the team had only given up 2 shorthanded goals, one from Miles Wood and one from Igor Sharangovich. That totals up to 3 now, because you can add Adam Henrique to the list. So 3 shorthanded goals on the season, all given up by former Devils. So I guess the Devils teach good penalty killing. That's what I'm taking from that.
That's got to be some sort of record.
I don't know. Tonight, overtime loss to the Flyers.
Fuck the Flyers.
Again, I mentioned Jack with the bad turnover. Not much you could say about that. You got to beat. Yes, the Flyers are above them in the standings, but that's a team you got to beat, especially at home. They continue their home schedule on Thursday against Edmonton and Saturday against Detroit. They're in the middle of like a 5-game home trip, and they've dropped the first 2 at home. One other thing to touch on is the Devils have an NHL high 16 back-to-backs this season. They've already played 7 of them. They're 1-6 in the second half of the back-to-back. So they really got to learn how to step it up if they're going to climb up the standings.
Do you think that has anything to do with relying on a backup goaltender, in those games and the goaltending performance in general, or
I
think
would
they're really just flat?
Say no, typically, because Schmid is a reliable backup. I think it's more the players not having the legs to go, 2 games in 2 days. It just seems
one of the
like,
youngest teams in the league. Aren't they?
I agree, but still, again, especially in this Anaheim game from Sunday, the second half of a back-to-back, they played the first 2 periods really well, and then the third period, they just were flat and they didn't have anything. They couldn't keep up with Anaheim. So maybe that's the reason why they lost that game. Who's next?
Or are you done? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm done. I told you who was playing. I told you their schedule for next week.
So the
usually the sign that I'm fucking done.
So the roster freeze starts tonight at midnight, and it goes to the 28th.
Yeah,
I forgot to add that earlier on. I just wanted to make that note.
Great, good for you.
Oh, you're welcome. So now we will turn to your first place New York Rangers, who had a good bounce back week. They took the loss last Tuesday night as we were recording to the Toronto Maple Leafs at MSG and lost 7-3, and really weren't anywhere into that game, especially in the third period. And Igor just completely looked 100% lost. And then they had a couple of off days, and they played the same Anaheim Mighty Ducks team that shellacked the Devils, and the Rangers put a 5-1 hurting on them.
Oh, great, good for you.
So I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, that team was nothing. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking
you
about.
couldn't wait to fucking say that, could you?
I was so happy I was going after you. I know how much you're going to bitch and moan about this game. But in that game, though, our very own Chris Kreider moves into third place in New York Rangers goal-scoring history, scoring his 280th and 281st career goal, putting him behind Jean Rattel and Raj Gilbert for the franchise lead. It's only 406 goals he's got to get to number one. Hey, who knows? Also, with the second goal in that game, which was a power play goal, that was Chris Kreider's 100th power play goal in his career. That ranks fourth on the Ranger list behind Gilbert, Brian Leetch, and Camille Henry. So that was nice. Then they go and on the back-to-back, they play the Boston Bruins team, who played the Islanders the night before. So these were two teams on the backside of a back-to-back night. And this game had a little bit of everything, a little bit of controversy with the Frederick goal. Could you make the case that he pushed Igor's pad into the net before he scored? Yeah, you could, but I agreed with the call, and it didn't look like it didn't look like a penalty. It didn't look like goaltender interference to me. But you could make the case, and in fact, Laviolette did challenge the play, and Laviolette's just been real shitty when it comes to challenges this year. It's the one bad spot on his entire season is challenging. But this was a Vincent Trocheck game. Trocheck scoring late in the third period, 2 goals or 1 goal in the third period and 1 in overtime to give the Rangers a 2-1 win. That was their 12th game this season, holding teams to 1 goal or fewer, which ranks number 1 in the NHL. And I've said it a million times. If you hold a team to 1 or few goals, you're probably going to win that game more often than not.
God, look at you.
I know.
Where else do you get this kind of fucking insight, people?
You can't. But Igor looked like Igor Shesterkin.
You won't hear fucking PK Subban say something like that on ESPN, folks.
No, sir.
Probably. And you know what else? The Rangers are number 1 in faceoffs. And I've said it from the time we started this podcast that faceoffs are the most important part of the game.
What a fucking lie.
But Igor is
talk
looking
about
like
linger longer, people, and you'll know
and
that's a fucking
Rangers
lie.
get the 2-1 win. And then Igor gets to start tonight against the Toronto Maple Leafs, who really shellacked them last Tuesday night. And this one is in Toronto, and the Rangers come out and put forth a solid effort. It was like they were playing fucking pinball out there. They may have had 1 clean goal the entire game. Everything else went off, a Toronto Maple Leaf player and into the net. But listen, that's sometimes how you got to score them. Alexei Lafreniere broke his goal scoring drought with his 9th of the season, a power play goal.
Is that a career high?
And the Rangers go to a 5-2 victory over Toronto Maple Leafs. And look, sometimes the Rangers just find ways to win. And they did that, against Boston. But Steve, you alluded to this last year with the Devils. It seems like when they played teams, they kept getting better as the series progressed. When you played teams kind of back to back or in a small sample size, the Rangers seem to be getting better against the teams that they played and lost to.
I said that.
So that's it's very insightful. So it's very, very encouraging for this Ranger team. For this Ranger team to come back against a team that really put it to them a week prior, and this time they put it to them. So good for the Rangers. Rangers this week have a date with the Oilers on Friday night, and then they will play the Buffalo Sabres to finish out their week this week before we get into the Christmas break. And then when they come back, they will play the Capitals at home on the 27th, and then a back-to-back in Florida. It figures that the Rangers will be in Tampa and I will be in New Jersey. It seems to happen every fucking year that the Rangers go to Florida and play the Panthers and the Lightning the week of New Year's. So that's the Rangers. Billy, Pittsburgh Penguins.
Pittsburgh Penguins, the #1 week. And you know what's ironic is that all of you seem really happy with your weeks, and even though I'm going last, I don't think I had. It was not a week to be proud of for the Penguins. So okay, so the good part is they won 3 games. They beat Arizona, Montreal, and Minnesota. And in each of those 3 wins, they scored 2 power play goals in each of those games. The power play is back, baby. And so, it's funny how that works. When your special teams are doing well, it gives you a chance to win, especially against, some subpar teams. So, hey, great. The Penguins have 3 wins. I can't complain about that. And I can't complain that, that's who the NHL scheduled them for. So, beat whoever you got to play. That's great. But, they also played one decent team this past week, the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they got beat 7-0. So, if they're going to, they're going to win 3 games, okay, but then you play one good team the whole week and you're just outclassed from start to finish. Just dismantled in every aspect of the game. I can't feel good about the fact that now, in the coming couple weeks that we're going to be off through the new year. Guess what? They've got to play the Islanders twice, a team they didn't beat last year, and they're going to lose twice to them. They're going to play the Panthers again. They're going to lose to them in the next 5 games. They've got Ottawa and St. Louis. Maybe they'll win one or both of those games. Maybe, but they're not going to get any momentum going. They're not going to build off of a 3-1 week because they're just going to lose, in Carolina tomorrow. It still is what it is there. Sidney Crosby in the last game did pick up a couple of points and moved into 13th place on the all-time scoring list. Since I guess we had to hear about Kreider being 3rd on some pissant franchise, I guess we'll talk about Crosby moving up on the all-time list, number 13 now, and he's 4 points behind Joe Thornton for 12th. And I think Steve actually said this last year. Sidney Crosby's good. So Steve,
I have a lot of good insight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you're the man. So that's it for the Penguins. I mean, power plays back, that's good, but when you look at the overall,
this fucking guy went last. Listen to him. He sounds like Nick normally sounds.
What?
Good, fuck him.
The outlook for this season, you gotta, is just like, at best, this is a team that's going to be competing for like 10th place. If the power play stays on track. So I'm just saying it like it is. I'm not sure what I'm crying about.
Listen, Sidney Crosby's good. Yeah, he's washed up too. So.
Oh yeah, he's washed up.
Now it's time for Trivia with Bill. Yuck.
Now this is the wrong Bill.
Very good. Okay. What color are Winnipeg Jets? Wait, let me finish. Fans asked to wear to home playoff games. What color are Winnipeg Jets fans asked to wear to home playoff games? Playoffs?
Kelly Green. Kelly Green.
No.
You said Jets.
Seafoam.
You said the Jets.
Winnipeg Jets.
Stupid of me. You sure it's not green?
Yes, I'm sure.
Is it eggshell? Eggshell.
Eggshell.
I think that's a finish. Even on
It's a finish.
Yeah, I don't think the judges are going to be able to accept that.
Even I'm not on top of that one.
How about
Is
ivory?
Close. I think we're looking for a more generic.
Cadmium yellow.
Not a yellow, no.
Pink?
No. The Winnipeg Jets. If you're not familiar,
Is
like
it
I can tell you
dark
what
sienna?
No,
Sienna's a very popular color, though. I can tell you that Sienna's a very popular color.
Magenta.
Magenta too. Yeah. Oh, how about Somfy Yellow? FAB 800 is the hex code.
Somfy Yellow. No.
How about sap green?
No. So the franchise colors, if you're not
Bill, shut the fuck up. Is it oil Van Dyke brown?
No.
Those were all Bob Ross colors. Those were all Bob Ross colors.
My God.
Is it Roy G. Biv?
Might be on that spectrum somewhere. But...
No, it's not, you idiot. Those are the colors of a rainbow.
How about Midnight Black?
Is it Happy Little Tree? Is it the color of a happy little tree?
It's not the color of a happy little tree.
All right.
Excuse me.
Oh, look at this. Here we go. I hope you got the 64 pack there, buddy. Hey, Nick, buckle in. We're in for a long one here.
Oh, man, these don't have the names on them. God damn it.
They don't have any names on them?
They're not even Crayola?
They are Crayola.
But they're... This one, wait, hold on. This one.
Hold it a little farther from your head, like 8-10 feet, so you can read it.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
This one says orange.
Bill, is it orange?
It's not orange.
You know what's funny?
Orange. Aren't you glad you picked this card?
Violet or I'm sorry, in parentheses, purple.
It's not violet or purple.
You know what's funny is it's a color that's on every marker that you have there.
Oh, how about this one is, let's see. This one is pink or rose.
I think we tried pink already. That was a guess.
Did we?
But no, it's not.
Is it my favorite? Pink? Is it my favorite Nike color, Gym Red?
No.
How about brown?
You know, this motherfucker,
no.
He wanted to tell us what colors the Winnipeg Jets were. So I'm going to say, hey, Dick, is it blue?
No.
See? So thanks for telling us what color the Jets are.
Why would they put yellow on white?
You told me to shut the fuck up when I tried to tell you.
I did, because I know that's not the answer, too.
You also said I'm an idiot for Roy G. Biv. Like, I didn't know what the fuck that was. Like, I was so confused I didn't know that was the
then you would know it's not one of the colors that they wear, because they wear fucking white.
Ah, there you go. There you go.
He's got white on his phone.
Why would they put yellow on white? Why would they do that?
How blind are you, dude?
And I'm the one that had to get glasses.
Excuse me, Nick. This is harder than it looks, Nick. All right, Nick. You try you read this.
Hey, guess what? I didn't have to say the correct answer three
yellow.
times this week for him to hear.
Shit. I like Cool Steve with his glasses. He's not wearing them tonight.
No.
For everybody, all the listeners.
No, you guys made fun.
No.
You laughed at me.
That is not Cool Steve.
You laughed at me last week.
That's nerdy Steve.
He's already nerdy. You can't get nerdier. It's
not nerdy. You and Bill are the ones wearing the glasses tonight.
And they come with the territory. They come with the territory.
If you put Steve,
I found the bigger pack and had all the names on the back.
What did you say?
I hope they run really small so you can't see it anyway, dingus.
What did you say about me falling over?
I said if you put your glasses on the Flintstones car, it would fall over.
Don't laugh at that. Why are you laughing at that?
Because I found the bigger pack that had the names on the back.
I was going to car crash him on that one, and you laughed. Oh, well. So now it's time for impressions with Nick.
I'm not ready for anything, Nick, because I have no idea where this segment's going.
Who knows? This talk about going off the fucking rails.
Well, we got some more word games tonight, boys. Fucking great.
Oh my god!
Yes,
I'm best at this.
I can hear all 6 of the listeners groaning right now.
All right, fellas, get your brains ready. We got some going tonight.
No, you picked the wrong night for get the
I'm
brains
not in a
going.
mental state for this.
All right, let's start with an easy one.
Who knows? You might be drunk. Steve
maybe this will make
really
me better.
Good at this.
Maybe this will make me better. You're right.
Drunk Steve may be amazing at this.
That's a good point.
All right. Face off dessert.
Soft dessert.
Something banana split.
Dippin' Dots.
Face off
dot
dessert.
John Travolta cupcake.
Face off dessert. Nicholas Caged eggs.
No, this has to do with hockey.
He was in the movie.
It has to do with eggs for
he was in
sure.
The movie Face Off. Face off dessert. Face off.
So a center. Maybe a center.
Who's good at face-offs? Craig McTavish.
Center of a tasty cake. Apple pie.
Billy was warm.
Just
dessert.
Dessert.
What did you say, Bill?
I don't know.
Desert Storm.
What did you say? God damn it!
It said a center. All I said was the center.
You said something about
centers
cake.
in the league.
There really are a million centers in the league.
Center ice cream.
Center ice cream. Steven got it. Wow.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
Bill and Tom. My back's starting to hurt from carrying you bastards.
All right. I think you guys can get this one.
Nope.
All right. Minnesota. Oh, fuck.
Minnesota. Oh, fuck.
Ooh,
that was when they
could
found
be anybody.
Corey
really
Perry.
Could be anybody.
Corey Perry.
All right, it's gonna be real easy now. Northern State's favorite Denise Richards movie.
Minnesota Wild Things.
Yeah, I fucked that up.
No.
I wrote the wrong fuck.
I think all the clips should be like that.
That was perfect. What are you talking about? We got it really quick.
All right, this is a little harder. A player's main tool for curmudgeons.
Stick in the mud.
Hockey stick in the mud.
Boom!
Oh, my back.
Fuck.
My back.
Billy is so much better than you at this.
Job.
Oh my god.
All right. Defense goes pre-med. Defense goes pre-med.
Doogie Howser gonna stop the puck from going in the net.
No, it's Darnell Nurse-RN. No?
Darnell Nurse Practitioner.
That's close.
Close. That's pretty good, but that's not
Darnell Nurse, get in here and change my bedpan.
I think Steve got it. That was
what's the clue again? What's the clue again?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Fence goes pre-med.
Darnell Nurse isn't enough. I need to go back to school.
You're close. You're like flirting.
I don't
with
think
Darnell-
that's close to anything, my friend.
Darnell Nursing School.
There you go. Way to go, Tom.
Ah.
All right,
Good
so
job.
it's 1-1 and 1.
You guys all kind of like
on what you're
fooled
talking
around with
about.
that
Billy's got 2, but it's okay. It's 1, 2, and 1.
All right. Good for him.
All right.
He only got the other one because of me. But okay.
All right.
Got it because of Nick.
No, the hockey stick one.
All right. All right. Ex-Hawk
Who's the
loves
closest?
cheese.
Ex-Hawk loves cheese.
Ex-Hawk loves cheese.
Alex to bring cat and mouse.
That's pretty good, but not it though. That's pretty good though.
That wasn't it.
No, that's pretty good though. I think that's like
That
a
really was.
second-
That
completely
should
second
be
answer.
it.
Like, it's
Holy
literally
crap.
that might be a better answer than what I came up with, honestly. But that's pretty good. That was pretty good. That's like a half point, Billy.
Ex-Hawk loves cheese. Ronak, Savard, Belfour, Kane. Patrick Kane is able. Patrick Candy Kane.
That first word's pretty close. You're on the right track.
Patrick?
Not the
Oh, Patrick Sharp Cheddar.
Hey, good job, Tom.
Good
Oh,
job,
I got
Tom.
it. Thank you. That's
Set it
2.
up, set it up. Well, good.
That's
Well done.
that's
I'm
2.
great.
Steve,
I'm
my
the
back's
fucking
hurting a little
loser.
bit.
I'm the
Say,
fucking
my
loser.
back,
Yeah.
my back is
Yeah.
my back is
I'm the
hurting a little
fucking
bit
loser.
now.
Okay.
Steve is definitely heavy. Woo.
That's the truth.
All right. Pushover on the island.
Is he currently on the Islanders?
Pushover on the island.
He also played for the Penguins.
This player associated with the Dolphins. I mean, pushover, that's a terrible fucking clue, Nick. No offense. Could be anything. Could be anything. Pushover on the island. Yeah, I'm gonna need more.
We have
There's
a
no
clue?
more. A clue. Current player.
What do you mean there's no more? We're
Current player.
obviously on the verge of getting this.
Maybe you should name some players that would help spring something.
Matthew
Well,
Barzal.
The Islanders.
Eh.
Who knows the players on the Islanders besides you?
J.G. Pajot.
Igor Shesterkin.
No, that's Ilyas. That's no.
Oh no, yes, the
That's
wrong
wrong guy.
wrong Russian.
Wrong guy. Aaron
Another-
Sorkin. Aaron
That's another-
Sorkin.
That's another word for a pushover.
Casey Pazikis.
Boy.
It's so stupid.
Roberto Luongo.
Sebastian Aho. No Mo.
Nah, that was dumb.
Yeah, they're all dumb, buddy.
Yeah.
Pushover.
Pollock. Something with a P and a couple of syllables.
No, Bill is stupid. What are you talking about? Brock Full Nelson.
I mean, that's like actually a reasonable answer, but that's not it though.
Have you ever met a guy named Brock? I've been thinking about this before.
Paul Simon Holstrom.
Kids.
I actually have met a guy named Brock.
I've met kids named Brock, and their parents are idiots.
Well, yeah.
Fair.
Ryan Pollock. Great Scott Mayfield. No? Yeah, this one, I got nothing on this one.
You guys give up on this one?
Yes.
All right. Doormat Barzell.
Well, I said Matt Barzell.
You
said
did.
Matthew. Yeah, you were like, that's the first one. I was like, yeah.
Oh boy.
All right.
I thought you were stupid for saying that too.
I am stupid in this game. Never denied it.
All right, last one. This one's probably the hardest one, but maybe you guys
Oh,
can
great.
Yeah, that's
super.
awesome.
Oh,
Wow.
great.
I thought this is the harder one, but you guys got like a couple of them I thought were hard too. So right off the bat. So all right. He knows this. All right. He knows this clown's origin story. He knows this clown's origin story.
Does anybody know clowns that we can name? Bozo?
Yeah, it's the only
That's about the only clown.
Story.
Well, I'm gonna Google famous clowns.
I was gonna originally say it.
Wait. Joker? Joker's like a clown, right? He's got an origin story.
Pennywise, Krusty the Clown, Bozo the Clown, Ronald McDonald, John Wayne Gacy Great Spretsky. Is that no?
No, that's not it.
Why would he come up under famous clown?
So say the thing again.
He knows
He knows
this clown's origin story.
He knows this clown's origin story.
Santa Claus van Strumenov.
What's the Joker's real name?
It's the Joker.
Joker doesn't have a real name, does he?
That's his real name. He doesn't have another name.
Is it the
Sure he
Joker,
does.
like the Batman, the Joker? Is that the answer at all?
Tom's on the right path.
Bruce Wayne Gretzky.
We did Wayne Gretzky like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but you know,
Bruce Wayne Primo?
Closer Tom direction than
Tom's sticking his tongue out at us.
Why do you gotta tell everybody what I'm doing, Bill? These are inside jokes.
Don't stick it out there unless you're going to use it.
All he said was the Joker from Batman.
I'm close, Steven. Why don't you sit back and watch the master at work?
So what was the clue again?
he knows this clown's origin story.
These clowns. But I mean, Joker doesn't have another name to put it with something.
Is there somebody called the Joker in hockey like there is in the NBA?
But maybe you don't need his name.
Ed Jokovinovsky.
Yeah, no, I love watching the way your mind works, Steve. I can sit back and watch it all day.
Thanks, brother.
Think of the clue is where the second part of the clue is.
It's
exactly
so
what it
easy
says.
when you know the fucking answer.
Is key. Second part of the answer is key.
The fucking clue is so good if you know the answer.
Well, it's origin story.
Prequel?
You're right, Nick. This one's hard.
I think you should just give us this one too.
What's Joker's origin story?
He killed Batman's parents.
Who knows?
That's not
Which
when he
Joker?
became.
Who on earth would
That's
know the
not how he
Joker's
became
origin
the
story?
Joker.
I
Which
don't know.
Joker?
I'm more of a DC. I'm more of a Marvel
Oh
guy.
boy, you said
There's
DC.
only one
is DC.
fucking origin story for the Joker. How do you not know this one? That's why I was pretty sure you.
Because I have a life.
Listen, I'm a Michael Keaton Batman guy, so that's my
What
Joker,
happens to Joker?
origin story.
But what happens to Joker in? How does he become Joker?
He gets pushed in acid. Oh, that gave it away.
Oh yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, let's think of famous NHL players that were
What
also
hockey players
pushed
have
in
been pushed in
acid.
acid?
Wait, or famous NHL players that
did acid.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So anybody from the 70s, any one of the fucking Sutter brothers.
Oh, Corey Perry banged Berdard's mom.
Mark pushed in acid Messier.
Phil
No, that would be
Esposito
his
definitely did
nickname.
acid at some point.
That'd be his nickname.
Um,
Ron,
Yeah,
Ron
that hair.
well, yeah, Ron Duguay
Yeah.
for sure.
You gotta figure out the first part of the clue. He
Oh,
knows.
what was that? Oh,
He
he
knows.
knows. Oh, well, that narrows it down.
Bo.
Santa
Bo
Claus,
knows.
because he knows.
Bo
He knows
knows.
if you've been
Oh,
good
Bo
or
knows.
bad. Bo knows
Bo-
acid.
Bo knows acid. Yeah.
Bo Jackson. Bo Shoeless Joe Jackson. He knows.
I can't believe you can't put this together at this point. This is like you got it. You're so close.
Bo Jackson Street is where he fell into acid.
Oh, Jackson Pollock.
Jackson Pollock, so under.
Bill, I'm really disappointed you didn't get this one at this point.
Yeah, Bill, I am too.
Me too, Bill.
You're
You
so much
suck.
better at words than these
You
two idiots.
suck.
Yes.
Nick, what's the
Bill,
answer?
you're a wordsmith, Bill. I can't believe this. I'm disappointed in you.
I'm
I
disappointed
even-
in myself.
I even mentioned
This is my last
him,
episode.
I even mentioned him in my recaps of this week.
What's the answer? Put us out of our misery.
Bo Horvat of acid.
Ah, how stupid of me. How did we not put that together?
I know.
How did we
You
not
had
put that together? We had it. It was right
In
there.
your
It was
hands.
it was low hanging fruit, and
Oh,
we just
God.
couldn't get it.
I
I'd
wanted
have
to
had
get
that
to.
by 2:30 at the latest.
I would have had that, and by 2:30, I mean February 30th.
There's no February 30th.
I know, Bill.
It's March 1st or
Uh.
2nd, depending upon the year.
Jesus Christ! All right.
Let's get to a
Move
segment
along.
that everybody loves and enjoys.
Well, Nick, maybe we retool this segment next
Can
year.
we go back to trivia with Nick?
Let's we retool.
right.
We'll
It was a
blue
fun-
sky some ideas over the break.
It was a
Oh my
fun
God.
interlude,
Yeah, no, it
And
was
we're
fun
done.
for who?
and now
Oh.
No, it was. It was a great way to end the year.
Yeah, great.
All right, let's go to this date in Steve's stomach. Brought to you by Coca-Cola, zero
When are we
sugar.
going to last year?
We're going to December. We're going to the year of our Lord, 2022.
Which
Please
was last
go
year.
to December 16th, 12/16
Only last year.
2022.
I'm gonna just say this again. I think I've said it in the past. I'm gonna say it again. If you're hoping for pumpernickel bagels, you got to go further back
Yeah.
than 2022.
I'm running out of stories, pal.
Running out of stories. Come on.
We're
People in
running out of
Florida do.
stories.
The
People in
Daily
Florida have been
News
doing stupid
in
shit
Ohio.
for decades.
Jesus
The
Christ.
Daily News. I like that, Nick. The Daily News in Ohio.
So December 16th in 2022 was a Friday. Breakfast was a Belvita and a Coke Zero can. Lunch was a Wawa grilled chicken Caesar salad and a 20-ounce Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. We also chopped up some mozzarella sticks from Wawa and put them in the salad. Very delicious. Very,
Jesus Christ.
very
That
delicious.
defeat the purpose at all, but delicious. Sure.
All right, let's go to Wendy's and get a taco salad. Oh, that sounds great.
Dinner was a chicken quesadilla, French fries, and house dressing from La Casa de Tortilla.
Whoa,
with
Chinese
a can
Mexican.
of Coke Zero.
Woo-hoo.
Tom, why did you pick Friday, December 16th in the year 2022?
Obviously, that was the day a Florida man was arrested for allegedly striking his wife with a Christmas tree.
What?
Oh, that's right. A Florida man was arrested Monday evening after he was accused of hitting his wife with a Christmas tree when she asked him for help with dinner. Richard Atchinson, 52, is facing charges after officers responded to a domestic dispute at a residence in Fruitland Park. The argument began when Atchinson's wife asked him to help make dinner. At some point during the dispute, his wife reportedly put a spoon in the sink, accidentally splashing him.
She spilled my coffee. You fucking bitch.
Causing him to lose his temper. Atchison proceeded to pack his things and went outside to his vehicles. However, he went back inside because he had been drinking. The news outlet stated. He told his wife to leave instead. This is my house. He walked in. Get out. As his wife began to leave, Atchison shoved her, picked up the Christmas tree that was in the corner of the room, and threw it at her, hitting her in the process. According to Fox, Atchison then blocked the front door, preventing her. No, you're not leaving. You're not going anywhere. I mean, you can see the cycle this guy was going through. He was booked into the Lake County Jail without incident, and he's held on an $8,000 bond. He was released on Tuesday. That's what happened December 16th of 2022.
Tom's a creep. Tom is a weirdo. Where does he come up with the shit? It's so disgusting.
You want to see the guy?
No, we want to know the answer to the all-important question.
Oh, he came all over the Christmas tree. There he is.
Yeah, well, he looks like Santa Claus.
There he is.
Oh, my.
There he is.
So I just have one question for each of you, because this brings up a very important question for me. Are your Christmas trees in the corner of the room?
What happened to my camera?
Yeah.
Yes.
My Christmas tree is kind of like along the center of the wall, not in a corner.
That's except what's against the wall, though, right?
It's against the wall, but not in the corner.
It's in the slide. It's in front of the sliding glass door. It's like in the middle.
But along the center, more in the center of the wall than in the corner. I guess I'm the only one, right? Yours is at the center of in the corner of the half wall
We've done that. We would actually put it there again between our two windows in our living room, but we have we put a record player there last year. So
you can't move a record player. They're really heavy.
There's a more important question to ask here.
Is there?
There is.
So.
Oh, no, without question. So I have been noticing in Florida, driving around the lovely town of Wesley Chapel, Florida.
White trash?
No, that people in Jeeps have their front dashboard loaded with ducks, like
that's a
rubber ducks. Yeah. What the fuck is that?
Do you honestly want to know?
Why do you know?
Okay. So
wait, no. What do you mean? Why does he know? Steve is a Jeep owner.
I'm a Jeep guy,
owners, when they pass each other, they wave at other Jeep guys. And if you don't wave, you're exiled from the Jeep group.
For real. So it goes back to a woman.
These elitist fucks. Can you believe these people?
A woman who was a Jeep driver.
They can't drive 5 minutes without breaking
Right,
down
exactly.
anyway. So
You guys are talking over Steve. I'm never gonna know what the answer to this is.
I
Tom,
won't
you
tell
asked
the
question,
story if you
now
guys don't
know
shut the
the
fuck
answer.
up. I won't tell the
God.
story.
I
I won't
wanna
tell the story.
know.
You'll never know because you won't Google
well,
it.
we're not Jeep
You're not smart
owners,
enough.
so you know it's like
So a woman
quack, 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 quack,
was attacked in a parking lot. A Jeep owner woman was attacked in a parking lot.
It's terrible.
So other Jeep owners started ducking Jeeps, which was putting out these rubber ducks on Jeeps. And that was just a sign like, hey, when you get to your car, make sure you check your surroundings when you're getting in, just to make sure that you're safe.
So why doesn't everybody do this?
Because people who drive Hondas don't give a shit about other people who drive Hondas. But people who drive Jeeps care about other people who drive Jeeps.
Now, is this just the Wranglers, or does like the Grand Cherokee
it's just
count
the
in
Wrangler.
this as well?
It's just the Jeep Wrangler community.
Fuck those people who drive Jeep Cherokees.
Let me tell you something. Anybody that drives a Jeep Grand Cherokee can go straight to fucking hell, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You drive a Jeep Wrangler, or you might as well drive a fucking
oh my God.
pickup truck or a fucking
way to grab that
minivan.
one. Steve was searching for that pickup truck for a while.
Wow.
So that's no, in all honesty, it's a thing like among Jeep owners, like you put the duck on the fender so that when the person walks up to the Jeep, they see it and they're reminded to always be aware of their surroundings and what's going on to protect their safety.
They put the duck on the fender?
Yeah, it's just like a thing.
What on the fender? Isn't that like the bumper of the car?
No, the bumper is the bumper and the fender's the fender, you dumb fuck.
Right, but why are they putting a duck on the fender?
Name. Because it's just
why
it's a big enough space.
I've seen them on the dashboard though.
That after you get it, you put them on your dashboard. Some people do. I don't. I've never done that, but
so they collect these things.
Not necessarily collect. Not everybody that gets them collects them.
They hoard
per
them.
se or displays them like that.
Hoard them. Huh? Do you have?
I do the same thing, but I put a baseball
porn.
hat
We know. We know you like porn.
The rear seat passenger side.
Good for
and
you.
that reminds me that I need to be aware of my surroundings.
Yes,
I've been
absolutely.
in your car. There's nothing in the back seat of your car except Vaseline and tissues.
Those happy tissues?
Because you have a high school child. I don't know why you have Vaseline and tissues in the little holder behind the driver's seat.
Let's do the math.
You have hand lotion there too, or no? You should.
You got Vaseline already. I think we need another, but I'm sure there's hand lotion there somewhere.
I like hand lotion.
Well, so do you have ducks in your Jeep?
I do not have any ducks. I have
bad Jeep owner.
I have
terrible
ducked
fucking
other
Jeep owner.
Jeeps.
Fuck all the other Jeeps.
I've ducked other Jeeps. I have in the past. Just left a rubber ducky on somebody's Jeep. It's just a thing.
So do you think other Jeep owners write down what they eat every day?
I hope so. Otherwise, what kind of world are we living in?
Wow. Do you think other Jeep owners eat cereal the way you do?
If they're smart, they would.
I want to see the next person come out of Wawa with a packet of Tasty Cakes and a can of Coke Zero, get into a Jeep. And I have a lot of questions for that person. A lot of questions.
This is for all the other Jeep owners.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. Jeep Wrangler.
Yes, thank you.
Not Jeep owners. Jeep Wrangler owners.
No,
oh boy.
I texted Tina, so he's gonna have to deal with that after. So I would drink if I were him too.
Yeah, I mean, she it's not like she listens to the fucking show. She never would have known about it if you didn't text her.
Oh, here she comes.
Speak of the devils. Hey, hon.
Well, why don't you tell? Why don't you tell her?
I'd like you to take off the
I can still hear you if I have.
No, I want you to unplug so I can hear them.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, why don't you tell her?
Does Nick look like he's wearing a helmet, like he's about to have a seizure?
Well, he's going to space.
I'm
Hi, Tina.
special. I'm wearing my helmet.
Terrible
That's a great impression.
It's
That is a fucking great impression.
Brother,
What kind of impression are you talking about?
that was
This is my real voice.
Oh my God, Max from Space Camp.
Helmet from here.
No, is that not good?
Backwards. It's a backwards hat because he lives in North Carolina. He can't wear a real hat.
I got a lot of hair right now. It's easier to wear a hat.
What's up,
So did
Much, buddy.
you want to hear what Steve said about
No.
Jeep Grand Cherokee owners?
Oh God.
They say they're hot.
No.
Can you turn
So-
the volume off? Can you put on closed captioning?
Oh, closed captioning? Do we have that? Can we do that? Is that a thing? for
Wow.
I don't think it works too well on podcasts.
For you, like it's
Podcast?
like the
Yeah,
Adam
no.
Sandler bit where people
No.
think they're drunk, but they're not really drunk.
Yeah. No, that
Well,
was lifting. Are they-
apparently Jeep Grand Cherokee owners are not real Jeep owners, and they're what did he say, Bill?
Doing that.
Oh, he said that they should go straight to hell. I
Hear you
think.
again. Can you turn
Yes,
off the
straight
volume?
straight to hell. He said all Jeep Grand Cherokee owners should go straight to hell. You believe he
that?
said that?
I believe that's what that said.
Wait, wait. Put the closed captioning back on. How's she gonna hear us?
I muted you during the whole thing. She didn't hear what you said. It was
Have to
Something
listen.
about ducks and how they're signs to other Jeep owners to tell them that they're cheap.
right when you put a duck.
The rubber duck.
You throw ducks at people and yell at them or
What's-
something. I
what's
don't
the
know.
reason
Didn't make
for it?
sense.
It's supposed to keep you aware of your surroundings to help prevent assaults.
Thank
He
you.
wanted you to go to hell though.
Is this because everybody
Probably
just
did.
naturally wants to beat up Jeep owners or something? It doesn't make sense.
Oh, absolutely. You don't pass a Jeep owner and want to beat them up?
Yeah.
Absolutely. That and you know what's a close second behind them? People who drive pickup trucks.
Ooh.
No,
We
they're
got a
way
lot of
worse.
them. Oh,
Lot.
please.
Worse.
The oversized
fucking-
trucks.
No way. Jeep owners drink the fucking milk before they eat the cereal. Come on. Everybody knows this.
Only the weird ones.
Oh, yes. Only the weird
Shouldn't you
ones.
be? It's 10:40. Shouldn't you be asleep?
I was summoned to the recording room.
Summoned.
Summoned. Are
By
you-
the talent.
Are you going to sleep loudly? Are you going to snore really
Right.
loud tonight?
Oh,
Because-
he's gonna snore
You
big
were
time.
summoned to my podcast.
Do another shot, Steve.
because you're the talent. Are you Where are you sleeping this evening?
Wherever the fuck I
No,
want.
you're a puker. No, come on.
You're
You're a puker.
No, don't
We
puke,
know
buddy.
this. Tom knows this. He pokes the bag with puke.
That was
Oh,
one
we-
time.
we
Can
told
you
him
tell
that
that story? Can you tell
That
that
was one-
story for all our listener?
It was one time. It
For
was
all our listener, tell
For all
that story.
People.
was it a holiday party or was it the last party? Or was it the last party?
Just a Condors party.
It was just a hockey party.
No, it was. You sure?
It was around Christmas time, I think.
Yeah, I think it was.
Out.
I think it was the Condors holiday party,
Okay.
and we have been playing a lot of beer pong that night, and we drank lots and lots of alcohol, consumed a lot of it, and it was getting late, and I went to bed, and Steve went to bed, obviously, and obviously
no.
threw up.
No, Steve passed out 3 hours
Oh,
before
sorry.
that.
Sorry, he passed out. How did you get him upstairs, or did you take him upstairs and then he passed out?
No, he passed out on the couch in the basement with the terrible Garfield stuffed animal on his face. And then we managed to get him up at
Garfield.
that point to walk up the stairs. And then he crashed in bed. And then he threw up into the garbage can, but while laying in bed.
Right. Well, the garbage can had a baggie in it that you took out and tied up, and you put it in the sink.
I put it in
And-
the second sink in the bathroom, yes.
But it was the sink that was closest to the toilet.
The sink that nobody used.
It
Yeah.
was the sink that was closest to the toilet. That's all I know. So
Okay.
I wake up the next morning, fairly hungover, not knowing of my surroundings, and I go to the bathroom, and as I'm going to the bathroom, I notice a bag in the sink, and I poked it, and it jiggled, and then it started to smell, and then I had to get out of there.
Naturally, you're just like, I gotta poke this.
Why wouldn't you poke a random bag in a sink?
It was.
What could it possibly be?
Like I thought it was a water balloon. Don't ask me why I thought it was a water balloon.
Yeah, water balloon. Sure.
Best case scenario, it's a water balloon.
Listen, who knows what happens at those parties?
Everyone.
But you don't poke random bags that look like
that's the
fluid
lesson
in them.
Learned.
Oh, ball bags.
There you go. There you have it. It was one time I poked a bag. Jeez Louise.
You're dismissed.
I'm dismissed.
You're dismissed.
Don't ever. Okay, seriously, Billy, you're gonna come here and take care of the little guy? You gonna rub his head?
No,
Listen,
I got work tomorrow.
This was all
Take the
self-induced.
bag out of the sink?
We gave him good advice about making sure that he mixed a lot of different alcohols to keep his stomach in order.
Accurate.
You drink that too? The whole thing? Shut the F up.
Not the whole thing. I didn't drink the whole thing.
Spill.
Look, I didn't drink the whole thing.
Yeah, the bottle's left.
Oh my
Right.
God.
There's still some in there.
He's
All
not
right.
a whiskey drinker.
But yeah, no kidding. It's not
He's
like
not
he like.
anything drinker, actually.
Don't worry. He only chugged the whole thing. Don't worry about it.
It'll be okay.
It can't spill if
Yeah.
it's empty.
That is true. You can't spill if it's empty.
It's just science.
I'm going to bed.
Love you.
I hope I wake up and you're alive and not hungover or, dying of alcohol poisoning.
This
All right, Steve.
It's okay. Yeah, all right.
We will be back recording on the night of January 2nd. We wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy start to the new year.
All six of you.
And throughout the new year, not just the start of it. Steve, you want to do the outro tonight?
No.
Come on, do it.
No, Bill is so good at it. How could I can't talk.
No. Just all my stuff leading up to it.
Okay. This is all I'm gonna do.
Oh my God, another one? He's having another shot.
Right.
Is that acceptable?
Sure. But go at friends_rivals. And,
just make sure you follow us on the Twitter at friends_rivals, YouTube,
friends.
Facebook,
the Twitch,
like us, share,
rivals.
leave us a review if you want. If you want, we'll read it on the air.
This is what I wanted.
Bill, say something witty.
Merry Christmas. Shitter was full.
Oh, my friends and rivals. Flyers fuck, flyers fuck, flyers fuck off. Flyers fuck, flyers fuck, flyers fuck off.
That's brilliant.
Okay, we'll take that.
Well done, buddy. Made it through.
I did it.
You got bagel? You got bagel or like a midnight pizza?
I mean, I had a pork roll and cheese this morning.
Oh,
was that a good choice?
Really be good on your stomach right now.
Was that a good choice?
Phenomenal.
We'll find out
Tomorrow
later.
morning.
We'll
Morning, man.
We'll find out
It's
later.
10
That was a good choice.
It's 10:48. I can't have cherry pie now, can I?
Of course you can.
Of course, what?
Oh.
You like cherry pie.
What? Who am I talking to? Well, I was actually asking Bill. Bill would say yes to any pie, but cherry pie in particular, he would say yes to.
Of course.
I made
Tina
a
was actually
wonderful
asking if you will be making apple pie again this year.
Maybe. Let me talk to my wife. Maybe not apple pie, but maybe cherry pie.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm in. Don't worry about Steve's face. I mean, Steve's, just get him a couple tasty cakes.
Yeah. Well, I'll get you a tasty cake instead. I'll get you butterscotch crimpets.
Ooh, okay.
That's cake.
Wow.
I'll bring in the
cake.
If you take care of the pie, I'll even go so far as to grab all the tasty cakes.
In all honesty, what's the seltzer du jour this year? What should we be getting? So
whatever.
We're prepared.
Waterloo's good, but Polar is always solid.
All right, we're gonna do. I think ShopRite has Polar. I mean,
Polar
Stop
is
and Shop.
fantastic.
Stop and Shop.
I am a big fan of the plain seltzer. So
just
that
plain.
would be
Yeah. I never tried.
plain old seltzer is fine.
I know I already missed my chance to say this, but I should have said the seltzer of the day.
Ooh,
that sounds good.
It's really one of only two funny things in that whole fucking movie.
What are you talking about?
It's one of only two fucking funny things in that whole movie.
You know, he used to only admit that there was one funny thing, so I think it's growing on him.
Yeah. No. What's the other one?
The bird segment, the bird bit.
Petey?
Yeah. Pretty Bird, that whole thing.
Petey Bird.
That's
Pretty
funny.
Bird.
But that's it. The rest of the movie can go fuck.
When he's walking out of the bar and he says, "My God, we did it! We landed on the moon!"
No.
Really? Are you serious?
Nope.
That floors me every single time.
Of course it does. You're a simpleton. You're a simpleton.
Yeah.
Of course it does.
Simpleton.
That whole movie is gold. The whole movie's gold.
No.
Yeah, your mind, Steve.
Thank you.
Here, wear these extra gloves. My hands are getting sweaty. What is wrong with you?
While we're on the topic
of hilarious Jim Carrey movies, yes, Man was a very underrated, excellent Jim Carrey movie.
That was really good. Yeah,
that was a really good movie.
Step Brothers is a movie that I've seen one time.
You should see it more than one.
Do I need to watch that again?
Yeah.
Who is Step Brothers?
That's John C.
100%.
Reilly and Will Ferrell.
I have never seen it.
Oh, see?
What?
See? I'm not alone.
I have never seen the other guys too.
Yeah, the other guys was okay.
Oh, stop it! That's hilarious.
That was okay.
Come on.
No, you gotta watch Step Brothers. That's
the other the other guys is 100 times funnier than either of those two movies.
Are you serious?
I said it.
Are you serious?
I said it. What are you gonna do about it?
What about Ace Ventura?
I don't mind Ace Ventura because there's a legitimate story going on. It's not just stupid for stupid's sake.
Laces out, Dan. Laces out.
What is he talking about? The fucking plot of Ace Ventura is fucking retarded.
He's a
pet detective.
He's like Matlock. Like,
is it the white? Red or the white? I always get this wrong. The white? Come on.
What is on the shouting about? Do you know him? Does he call you at home? How about Ace Ventura when nature calls?
No.
Even funny.
That's in your homeland. Come on.
That's a downgrade, but still very, very funny.
The slinky scene? Come on.
Go, man!
Can we do it again?
Get together. We gotta go.
Peanuts?
Like
the whole set.
It's bulky, but I consider it a carry-on. Jesus Christ.
So many
disgusting.
Both those movies.
They're trying to fucking shoot the guy standing on the fuck. Come on. When he's fighting what's the little black guy's name? When that came in on the
Emmanuel Lewis?
No, he was from A Living Color. Like Pete Davidson or something like that. No, Pete.
Pete Davidson's white.
Yeah, it wasn't a Wayans. It wasn't a Wayans brother, but it was when he comes out of the backpack and fights Jim Carrey. Oh my God! Throw me a spear. You are just missing out 1000%. Guano.
Oh God! So good.
Good God.
I watched the other guys and Step Brothers once each.
All right.
Never went back.
Now you gotta watch Step Brothers and come back and report in 2 weeks.
I will watch Step Brothers. I'm not sure in 2 weeks, but I will watch it.
It's on my list. Time.
I will watch it right after the other guys.
Very funny movie. Very funny movie.
He's never gonna watch the other guys. He's never gonna watch Step Brothers.
Well, the things I can't watch it when it's on like Comedy Central or TBS because it just
you have
it's not the
every
same.
fucking streaming service there is. Just fucking find it and watch it.
It's not on any of them.
Come on.
There are some movies that aren't on any of them.
True.
I don't know about that. It was on there before. It just comes in and out, I think.
Nick, shut up. Don't fact check me. There was one night at Bill's old apartment in Island where everybody smelled like Indians. We did
Everclear night.
Everclear. We did Everclear and Gatorade.
Oh my god!
I don't remember falling asleep on Billy's couch, but I remember waking up to my phone ringing that I had to get home to let the cable guy in or something like that.
Cable guy.
We didn't even get through that whole bottle.
Speaking of cable guy, holy shit! Cable Guy was a quality Jim Carrey movie. Holy shit.
That was good. That was all Matthew Broderick playing the straight guy, though.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking serious? You have to be drunk right now.
Why?
That movie was all Matthew Broderick.
He makes that movie.
Steve, would you say that Seinfeld makes Seinfeld funny?
You mean George Costanza? Does he make that funny?
No,
that
Seinfeld's
would be the
straight
equivalent
one. Oh, it wouldn't. How? Seinfeld's the unfunny one in the group.
Yeah, but he's the main character.
See, I would say
Jim
Elaine,
Carrey's the main character.
I would say Elaine was the straight one.
Broderick is the main character in that movie. He's the guy that everything follows him and his relationship. Yeah, think about it.
You're right. The story is based.
Right.
Yeah, I do agree with
Broderick was brilliant in Election too.
He has one character. He just is flat faced and says the same shit. He can't act, that guy.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
He's fucking terrible.
But
if it wasn't, no one would care about that movie if it wasn't Jim Carrey in that playing an absolute maniac.
But he has such a beautiful wife.
He took it so serious.
Is she
running? That's what made that movie.
Is she running in the Kentucky Derby this year again?
God. Lord.
Exactly. Nick.
Jesus.
Nick.
Okay, so
I think you just found your show opener.
Wait, but this is this going to be on the after?
But it's recorded.
This is all the after. Jesus Christ. We have 13 minutes of after show.
At least.
This is the second podcast. Just the after show. Just 30 minutes of us shooting the shit. I just drink a couple like a nightcap and I go right to bed.
Good call.
My feet get hot and my hands get hot, but then I pass out. So warms me up. Extremities are real warm. But I get sleepy.
All about the appendages for Nick. It's all about the appendages.
About being warm in bed. I don't know.
Do you know that babies grow proximal distal? You know what that means?
I don't know what that means.
No.
That means their body grows and then their appendages grow. And then their body grows and then their appendages grow. And that's how they grow. Proximodistal. From inside out. I learned that at school. You're welcome.
Reading is fundamental.
You're welcome.
It really is.
You're welcome.